In 2024, my husband and I accessed the Ontario government-funded IVF cycle. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you all of the costs that we incurred that were not covered. Just a bit of a disclaimer, all of the money is based on my experience working with RCC, and all of the money will be in Canadian dollars. And up until this point, we've only done the egg retrieval. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing, we needed to do a bunch of testing. And so I did the AMH test, which cost us $125. Rob had to do a semen analysis and a DNA fragmentation test, which was $270. And he also had to do a wide microdeletion test, which was $346. And then from there, we had to decide whether or not we wanted to do genetic testing. So we decided to do genetic testing because we learned that it would increase the likelihood of pregnancy and also decrease the likelihood of miscarriage. And so that was enough for us to make the decision to do it. So with our clinic, we had to pay a mandatory genetic counseling cost. So that was $500. And then from there, we had to pay them as well for storage, biopsy, and testing. And so that was $2,822. We also had to pay the people who were actually doing the genetic testing. And that cost was based on how many embryos we would have in the end. And so after we learned how many embryos we had to pay $3,200. So that was the cost for testing 10 embryos. Overall, our medication costs were $6,934. And outside of all of those costs, we also access acupuncture throughout the experience. And so I did 11 weeks of acupuncture, and that was around $1,100. Overall, throughout this experience, not including gas and things like that, we spent $15,297. And so although it's a covered IVF cycle, it still can get pretty expensive, as you can see. But I'm very thankful that Ontario has a program like this and that we had a good experience with it, because I know it's never guaranteed. And so anyways, I hope this video was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you're going through this experience right now, best of luck.